a very special Camaro that wasn't even in the brochure. As the Chevrolet Camaro crosses the half-century mark, we're always happy to share some special examples from the brothers' collection. And this time, we've got a stunning Granada Gold convertible 1967 Camaro that's sure to tickle the taste buds of any muscle car fan. The Camaro was a brand new ride for 1967, but this one was built toward the end of the production line of the Norwood, Ohio plant. It was finished off in June of 1967, right before they finished production in July. So this one barely made it out. It's hard to compete with the great looks of a first-generation Camaro, and many people feel the tight lines of the 67 are the best of the first-gen cars. These cars were Chevrolet's first entry into unit body construction, which does not have a full frame from front to back. Instead, the front suspension, engine, and sheet metal attached to a subframe, which is then bolted to the body tub. The rear suspension also attaches to the body, so the engineers really relied on the body shell for strength. Convertibles were helped with reinforced rocker panels and floor bracing to keep them from twisting under power. And there were scads of models available in the Camaro line, but this is the upgraded SS version, which adds stripes around the nose, cool simulated louvers on the hood, and an SS badge in the grille and on the fuel filler cap. Most 67 SS cars were SS350s, running the 295 horsepower version of the Chevy small block V8, but not this one. Pop the fancy hood and you're greeted with a special version of the SS396. The 396 cubic inch V8 wasn't available in the 67 Camaro until later in the production year, and it's for that reason why you won't find a 396 listed in the 67 Camaro SS brochure. You can look, but you won't find one. The story is that GM had a power to weight limitation on cars back in the day, and they ruled that the 396 would tip the power scale too far into the no zone for their liking. But they apparently got over that rule, but they didn't offer the 396 until later in the production year. And once they allowed the 396, it was only a matter of time until the red-hot L78 375 horsepower version was unleashed on Camaro buyers. The black tail panel is a giveaway of the big block engine on board. The L78 396 was a hot rodders kind of mill with performance parts, aluminum, and chrome throughout. It breathes through a special 4-barrel carburetor sitting on an aluminum intake manifold, and the high-lift cam meters the air-fuel mix before being blasted into oblivion by the 11-to-1 compression pistons and sent down the dual exhaust. The show goes on with chrome valve covers, air cleaner, and an oil fill cap. All told, it twisted up 375 horsepower and 415 pound-feet of torque at 3,800 RPM, and this one does it through a Muncie 4-speed transmission spinning a 12-bolt positraction rear axle. The Camaro's rear is held in place by a traction bar setup, but the 14-inch Redline bias ply tires didn't respond well to the demands of the L78. There were two versions of the 396 cubic inch V8 available in a 67 Camaro SS. One was called code L35 and it made 325 horsepower, but this one's got the bad boy L78, which made 375 horsepower and lots of tire smoke. Well, they do make more smoke with stickier tires. That's more like it. Inside the 67 SS396, passengers are greeted by a lavish gold custom interior, complete with strato bucket seats, which we think are named for the cool layer of the atmosphere where jets cruise, and not the Latin word for street. Although both would apply, as you are definitely cool cruising in your drop-top SS down any street you please. The Hearst shifted 4-speed is fun, and the sports console is loaded with rally gauges, including the multi-pack jammed with fuel level, temperature, a clock, oil pressure, and battery voltage. AM and FM tunes are on hand, and the Speedo and 7 Grand Tack occupy the big holes in the dash. For Camaro lovers, it really doesn't get much better. We'd like to thank the Brothers Collection for letting us play with their cool toys in their cool toy box. And we'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Car of the Week. If you like this show, you can click the subscribe button on YouTube or sign up on our Facebook page, and then you'll never miss an episode of Muscle Car of the Week, because you don't want to do that. We'll see you next time with another cool car.